Hello, everybody. Good to see you all here. Lovely. As always, this is our final one. This is number 6 weeks. My goodness, boo. High time has flown. All righty, so it is 8 o'clock. We do like to start on time, as you all know. So big welcome to everybody. I think everybody has been here before. So we got Amanda, we got Joan and Ron, we got Tarek, hello, we got Chris, we got Sue, and hopefully Brian's with you, hello. We got Margaret, Geeta, and hopefully Rosemary's with you, Anne, Josephine, Chris B, Trish, and Marina. So you're all repeat offenders. Lovely to see you all again. Thanks very much for joining me. So I am really pumped today. Remember last week it was really hot and I was so sweaty, and I was wearing that quite revealing dress without revealing anything. Yes, and then today I'm in jumpers and fleeces. My goodness. Today, I don't know if you listen to BBC Radio London, but for the second week running, I have been a guest on the BBC Radio London show, Robert Elms, talking about the nautical links of Islington and also De Bever town in Hackney. So I'll provide you with a link of that if you want to have a listen to that. It's rather interesting. So okay, so we've got week 6. This is the final week. We've got 5 rounds as per usual. We have 2 of those rounds are photo rounds. All of them are multiple choice. I realise now that if we don't have multiple choice, then things can be a little bit become unstuck. Let's just say that. So they're all multiple choice. I've learnt my lesson, so try and keep it to the hour. And then the very final round is a quick fire true or false round. So if you have any problems, please do text me. I've got my mobile phone right here to help you as and where I can. Don't forget, there's about a 15-second delay from when I'm speaking to when you are seeing and hearing it. So please just bear that in mind. So hopefully you are all ready and you have now got your email address added into the form and you have added your team name. And we are all ready for round 1. Round 1 is the same as usual, which is where was I? So this is the photo round. Let me get my little screen share all ready for you. Yes, please share that one. Okay. Okay, so this should now be what you're seeing. There we go. And I should be in a mini little box to your left. So round 1, where was I? So this is question number 1 for you. I'm going to try my best and not give you any clues whatsoever. Feel a bit evil now. It's amazing what kind of buildings look very different from different angles. All right, question number 2. Where was I? Doesn't look real, does it? If you've been there like me, then you know it is. Okay. Number 3. Where was I? Such a hodgepodge of different styles here. All right. Number 4. I'm hoping you all get this one. Number 5. If you haven't been here, you need to put it on your list. All right, number 6. Different angle, just to keep you guessing. Otherwise, it might give the game away. All right, coming up to number 7 now. Someone must have bought all the Magnolia from B&Q for this one. Number 8. All right, coming up to number 9. And the final one, number 10. Where was I? Okay. So how do you think you all did on that? It wasn't too evil, was it? You feeling getting to be a bit of an expert on London's buildings? Okay, so that was Where Was I? So the next one, round 2, is the odd one out. So hopefully you're all ready for question 1. I have to prison all that. Round 2, the odd one out. Okay, so first question. So, which of the following structures is the odd one out? So you've got a choice of 4 there. And which of the following one is the odd one out? So I'm not telling you the relationship between the answers, but one of them is the odd one out. And come on, you've got 25% chance of getting it right. So it's always worth a go. Okay, number 2. Which of the following is not a genuine church in the City of London? So I know we did City of London churches, and I think week 1. So let's see how well you do with this one. So which of the following is not a genuine church in the City of London? Okay, number 3. Which was not an ancient gate into the City of London? So which out of those 4 that you've got there was not an ancient gate into the City of London? All right, question number 4. 3 of the following locations contain those distinctive green shelters for taxi drivers, but one of them does not. Which is the odd one out? So 3 of the following locations contain those distinctive green shelters for taxi drivers. One does not. Which is the odd one out? All right, so roughly, for number 5, roughly how many bricks are there in Battersea Power Station? Roughly how many bricks are there in Battersea Power Station? So no one's texting, so I'm hoping that you're all okay. Let me move on to number 6. Which of your 4 choices there is not a ward of the City of London? So which of the following is not a ward of the City of London? All right, number 7. Which of the following, or who of the following, was not a Lord Mayor of London? Who out of your 4 options there was not a Lord Mayor of London? Okay, number 8. Which of the following is not in the City of London? So you've got 4 choices there. Which is the odd one out? Which of the following is not in the City of London? Scratching your heads in this one. Oh, I've got 2 evil ones now, just to work out who is going to be the reigning champion of all of this. So number 9 is, which church is the odd one out? So you've got 4 churches there. Try and find the relationship between 3 of them. But which one is the odd one out? Give you a little bit longer on this one. Not too much longer. You've still got a 25% chance of getting it right. Okay. Number 10, the last one for this round. Which is the odd one out of these 4 animals? Try and find the relationship. Don't forget, this is London history based. What is the relationship between 3 of the 4 animals? And therefore, you know that the other one is the odd one out. You got 50 points in total for tonight's quiz. So Every point counts. It's been really close in some weeks. So even if you've no idea at all, pick one. So these two are the harder of the round two. I'm giving you a little bit longer, trying to work out the relationship between 3 of those 4 animals, linking London history. Which one is the odd one out? And as you'll all know, I'll tell you the answer at the end. All right, so that's the end of round 2. Hope you're feeling confident, and maybe doing the previous weeks are all sort of now culminating into you're feeling that quite secure in some of the things that you definitely do know, and maybe those you definitely don't. So we have a round 3, which is a photo round. So here we go, and it is London interiors. So we had exteriors normally. Where am I? Where was I? Were the questions for the first round? Well, this one is taken from inside. So let's try and share my screen again so we get all the good stuff. Here we go. Okay. So this is what we've got. So what's this the interior of? Let's do that. Let's try and get it bigger for you, because I don't think that's really working very well. Let me do it this way. There we go. That's a bit bigger, isn't it? So what's this the interior of? You've got 4 choices there. Okay. Number 2. Admittedly, it doesn't have a roof, but where is this? Right, number 3. What's the interior here? See, it was at Christmas time, but where is this in the interior of? And going on to number 4. I think the carpet's quite distinctive here, but see if you can recognize it. Okay, so nice easy one hopefully for you all at the next one, number 5. All right, moving now. You've all got to get that one. Please, please, please get that one right. Going on to number 6. It's a London station, but what? Right. Station, stadium, choice is yours. All right. So we're going to go to number 7 now. So this is in the interior of what? Or where? And this is number 7. All right, moving on to number 8. Let me move that out of the way so you get a decent look at this. How atmospheric does this one look? Okay. All right. Number 9. And then the very last one for question 10, round 3. Any ideas? And that's it. That's your lot. My goodness. So I did throw some extra easy ones in there because I was feeling bad at some of the external ones with the where was I? Feeling quite bad at the angles of those. All right. Can I hear any confidence coming through? Oh, I think I can hear a little bit. Yeah, excellent. All right, so round 4. This is Cockney rhyming slang. Now, I do apologise in advance for my bad Cockney accent, but I will give it a good go nonetheless. So this is for entertainment purposes. All right, so the first one, question 1 for this, is if you ordered the Beechams in a restaurant, what would you expect to receive? So if you ordered the Beechams in a restaurant, what would you expect to receive? Beechams. Yeah, choice of 4. Let's see what you come up with. Next one, number 2. Where would you be going if you were off to the Cherries? So where would you be going if you were off to the Cherries? Number 3. If someone called you a peanut, would you be delighted, flattered, not best pleased, or outraged? Someone called you a peanut, what would your reaction be? Itchy, itchy. Okay. Number 4. How much would I be giving you if I offered you an apple? How much would I be giving you if I offered you an apple? Apple. Number 5. What are your scotches? What are your scotches? Okay, number 6. When discussing the weather, what would it mean if I said today was taters? When discussing the weather, what would it mean if I said today was taters? Taters. Taters. All right, number 7. What does having a bubble mean? What does having a bubble mean? All right, number 8. What are your plates and your Gregory? What are your plates and your Gregory? Right, so we got number 9. No one's texting, so I'm hoping you're all fine. So number 9 is, so rhyming slang for curry is a Ruby Murray, but who was she? So the rhyming slang for a curry is a Ruby Murray, but who was she? That was number 9. And then number 10. If you were put to put on your whistle, your Peckham, and went out for a Joe Blake, what would you be doing? If you put on a whistle, your Peckham, and went out for Joe Blake, what would you be doing? That was number 10. All right, so round 5 is the quick fire question. Aware of the time. So you have 50% chance of getting this right. They've got 10 questions as per usual. I'm going a little bit quicker on this one. So question 1 for round 5. London was the first city to reach a population of 1 million in 1811. London was the first city to reach a population of 1 million in 1811. True or false? 2. A superstition originated in the London docks where a pincushion is carried by sailors as a charm against drowning. A superstition originated in the London docks is where you have a pincushion is carried by sailors as a charm against drowning. Number 3. Oscar Wilde said, "When a man is tired of London, he is tired of life, for there is in London all that life can afford." Oscar Wilde said, "When a man is tired of London, he is tired of life, for there is in London all that life can afford." Number 4. True or false? The Strand was originally on the banks of the Thames. Number 4. The Strand was originally on the banks of the Thames. Number 5. Sandwiches were pioneered in London. Sandwiches were pioneered in London. Number 6. The London Underground system was the world's first underground system. The first line opened in 1863. The London Underground system was the world's first underground system. The first line opened in 1863. Number 7. The Wombles live in Wimbledon Common. Number 7. The Wombles live in Wimbledon Common. You're going to be singing that song now for the rest of the night, I tell you. Number 8. The statue of Anteros in Piccadilly Circus is made of aluminium. The statue of Anteros in Piccadilly Circus is made of aluminium. Number 9. The distinctive chime of Big Ben is derived from Handel's I Know That My Redeemer Liveth from Messiah. The distinctive chime of Big Ben is derived from Handel's I Know That My Redeemer Liveth from Messiah. And number 10. On 23rd of October 1843, 14 people ate dinner at the top of Nelson's Column. On 23rd of October 1843, 14 people ate dinner at the top of Nelson's Column. Alrighty. Oops. So, if you can press submit, please, so I can start seeing. Oh, yep, you're all starting coming through. Excellent. Oh, hay fever today, my goodness. Ooh. Oh, we're getting some high scores today. You must be on your mettle. Right, still waiting for a few more. 1, 2. Okay, I'll give you the answers whilst we're still waiting for some to come through. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah. So you should be able to press submit, then you can see your answers, and then if you drag it, you'll be able to see me as well. See, you get 2 for 1. All righty. So where was I round? Let's have a look at the answers here. And go to the top. So where was I? And this is Ham House. So well done to most of you for getting that. Let me just freeze these those so I can actually see it all. Wonderful. Okay. Yep, so well done, Ham House. And then the second one is Strawberry Hill. You all got that one. Well done. So Ham House is 17th century. Looks nice and clean, isn't it? Organised. And then, yeah, this is Gothic Revival here, Strawberry Hill, built in 1747. So you could say this was the home of Gothic literature as well. number 3. See who got this one. Yeah, so it's most of you got this one. Well done. It is indeed Alton Palace. So the Alton Palace was early 14th century. You can see the big hall there, but there's also amazing Art Deco inside as well. So it's sort of like 2 for the price of 1 when you go. And what you can see here on the left is one of London's oldest bridges as well. All right, so number 4. Yes, indeed. Most of you got this one right. Well done. And that is Apsley House. So this was the home of the first Duke of Wellington. And this is all managed by English Heritage. And this is number 1 London. So if you send a postcard to number 1 London, you can send it to the Duke of Wellington, who still lives there in some flats sections off there. So number 5, this is Sutton House. Just seeing who else has got this one right. Yeah, most of you got this one right. So if you haven't been, you need to put this one on your list. This is in Hackney, and it's a Tudor manor house. And they've a couple of years ago they had redone the garden to sort of match what they thought would gone with the style of the house. When I was there for that grand opening with Camilla as well. Camilla Parker Bowles. So that was number 5. Number 6. Does anyone recognise this one? Yes, indeed. It is Fenton House. So this is one that we see on our Hampstead Walk. This is a 17th century merchant's house. Rather nice. You can go around there. Nice collection of a few things. So one would be spinets. If you've ever seen any spinets, then there's a collection there, and and they can do where they do candlelight evenings where you listen to music designed for those wonderful instruments, in this setting, so it's all as sort of original as you can get, and that's really something rather wonderful. Number 7. Here we are. So this was Kenwood House. So, I think 2/3 of you got this one. So can you believe that Kenwood House started off in 1616? What you see now, obviously, is the sort of the new and improved version from the late 1700s. It's also featured in the film Belle, if you've seen that one. I think it's available on Netflix at the moment. All right, so number 8. Now, hopefully you all got this one right. No, half of you got it right. We included Rainham Hall. I think it was in last week's quiz. It's just a different angle. But I think this is beautiful. And this one was built in 1729. I just love the different colours of the bricks and the white. It's just really quite stunning, especially with the sun on it like that. All righty. So the next one, number 9. Most of you got this one right. And yes, indeed, it's Somerset House. So Somerset House was a little later than Rainham Hall. This is 1776. A lot more impressive, and this view that you see minus the water feature was used in The Duchess with Keira Knightley, and this is her she's the Duchess of Devonshire, and so she comes to this is her London pad, since their main one is up in Derbyshire. And then the final one, number 10, it's all about angles and linking the Duchess of Devonshire with this, which is Spencer House. So this is, I was actually standing in Green Park in order to take this photo. And this was actually built for the first Earl of, and that was in 1756, that one. So very impressive. You can go around. It did get bombed during the Blitz. And then it went through a big renovation in the 1950s. And what they have is that they've got these wonderful 18th century cherubs, but some of them have got 1950s hairdos, keeping in style with the time then it was actually renovated. So nice to see that one. Okay, so how did you all do on that? Feeling confident? Yes, no? Oh dear. Okay, so let me get this banner off. So that's that one. So the odd one out You should have noticed that one of the questions wasn't an odd one out, or was an odd one out, but let's go. So for question 1 was, which of the following structures is the odd one out? The monument, Nelson's Column, Marble Arch, or Mansion House? I think, half of you, I think, got this one. It's Marble Arch. The reason being that this is the only one which has moved from its original position. All the others still stand where they were built for. So number 2, which of the following is not a genuine church in the City of London? Oh, half and half. So half of you got it right, which is, of course, St. Mary under Maypole. So the Maypole is real, but it's St. Andrew Undershaft, which is the linking the history there. All right, so well done for most of you on question 3. Which of the following was not an ancient gate into the City of London? Indeed, it's Broadgate that's undergoing yet another renovation. All the others were. We did have 7 and then moved to 9 gates into the city or out of the city. Number 4. So let's have a look. Oh, well done. So 3 of the following locations contain the distinctive green shelters for taxi drivers, which is the odd one out. And it's Kensington High Street. So Embankment Station, it has one at the bottom of the station. Temple Station has one. Warwick Avenue has one. It's actually South Kensington Station that has one, but not Kensington High Street. So this is the odd one out. Roughly how many bricks are there in Battersea Power Station? And the correct answer is 60 million. I think half of you got that one right. So well done. Well done. A lot of bricks, isn't it? Okay, so which of the following, number 6, which of the following is not a ward of the City of London? I can't believe only one team got this right. Oh, Peter, Rosemary, tap yourselves on the back. Well done indeed. Yes, indeed, it is the Mercer. There's no Mercer ward. You think that's with one of the top guilds, you think they'd have one, but no, indeed they don't. Number 7. Which of the following, or who in the following, was not a Lord Mayor of London? And I think most of you have answered Sir Hamo de Chigwell. What a name, eh? He was. The odd one out is Sir John Oldcastle. We've actually talked about him last week. And Henry Fitz-Aylwin, he was the first Lord Mayor of London, because we've talked about that, I think, in the medieval round a few weeks back. So number 8. Can't believe none of you got this one right. Right. So, and goodness. So which of the following is not in the City of London? And it's Bleeding Heart Yard. Now, Rosemary, Geeta, you've been on my Bleeding Hearts and Body Parts walk, so you should know this one. So you should be hanging your head in shame in Hanging Sword Lane. Tut, tut, tut. Number 9. Which church is the odd one out? Out of the 4 choices, all of you chose 1 or 2. Excuse me, either St. Martin's or St. James's. Well, if you know that the connection is the nursery rhyme Oranges and Lemons, then you'll know that it's actually St. James's. That's the odd one out. So that's why, hence, including St. Clement. So Oranges and Lemons said the bells of St. Clement's. You owe me 5 farthings, said the bells of St. Martin's. When will you pay me, said the bells of Old Bailey, which is the Sepulchre Church. When I grow rich, when they said the bells of Shoreditch. When will that be, said the bells of Stepney. I do not know, said the great bell of Bow. St. James's isn't mentioned at all. Looking at the odd question, which animal is the odd one out of the ostrich, the hyena, the polar bear, and the lion? No one chose lion. So all of the others, if you chose hyena, then you should be tickled pink because you have chosen correct. All the others were held captive in the Tower of London, but they never had a hyena. Learn something new every day. Okay, so we're over to round 3 now. Hope you're all feeling good about this one. I can see some really interesting answers. So the first one, let's have a little look. Move it round to there we go. So this is indeed the old Operating Theatre Museum. We've recently done a podcast about it, learning about it. This was for the women. This one here, it is brilliant. They also do talks where you can actually come in the evening and sit and listen to a talk there on some very interesting subjects. And they also do movie nights. The first one being Frankenstein, which I think is just hilarious in a place like that, really gets the imagination going. So if you haven't listened to the podcast, then it's well worth listening to, let's just say, particularly the sawdust story. That'll get you going. All right, so question 2. Where are we? So well done to the only team that got this one right. Yeah, Geeta and Rosemary, well done. So this is indeed St Alpheg's Priory. This is on London Bridge, and as you can see, where you've got a sort of like a raised platform. It's because, of course, it's linking it to the Barbican. And I did a blog post about this, so it shows you how many people don't read it. So the next one, this is inside where? And the answer is Magnus the Martyr. So this is one of the earliest sort of fire brigades that we have. Post Great Fire of London, but it's one of the very rare examples that we have of this particular style, and Susan's written a very interesting blog post about that. So none of you have read that blog post. Let's have a little look. So what have we got to the next one? Yeah, so we got quite distinctive here. Umming and Ahhring National Gallery, or is it the Courtauld Gallery? It is indeed the Guildhall Art Gallery. And I do like it because it's a lot quieter. It has nice comfy seats so you can sit and look and not have normally annoying men standing in front of you when you try and take a photo. And also it has a wonderful collection of particularly my favourite, which are pre-Raphaelite paintings. So that one there. All right, so the next one, congratulations to most of you got this one right. This is indeed Covent Garden Market. And that's me in my little Victorian little bonnet for my Victorian Covent Garden walk. Nice and quiet there at the moment. Okay, so number 6. This is indeed King's Cross Station. Well done. Oh, hay fever's got me tonight. So yeah, it looks rather fantastic with the purple lighting. And then for November the 11th, they light it up red as well, which I think is really quite spectacular. Nice highlighting of the architectural features. So this one, most of you got this one right. Well done, which is St. Paul's Cathedral. I threw in St. Stephen by the Walbrook because, of course, you've got the circular, but this one's on a larger scale, still by the same artist, however. So that's the Whispering Gallery up there. And then number 8, you got the National History Museum. Well done. Quite an atmospheric one, that one, where Paddington Bear was filmed, if you've seen that one. So this one, my answers are a little bit evil. The answer is 20 Fenchurch Street. 120 was featured last week, where you can go to the rooftop terrace and it's open. This one is the enclosed one. It's a bit of a botanical garden, and that is basically, it's called the Walkie Talkie, but I gave it the address instead. And then this one, let's see how many got it right. Only one team got this one right. Dare I double check who that was? Tariq, well done. Tariq, well done. So this is in Canary Wharf, linking the whole new Foster station bit for the new Crossrail. So well done on that. It does look like it should be in some Star Wars movie, isn't it? All right, so Cockney rhyming slang is round 4. So if you ordered a Beecham's in a restaurant, you would expect to get the bill. It comes from Beecham's pill, bill. So don't forget, it's Cockney rhyming slang. So it doesn't necessarily need to make sense to anybody apart from those who are speaking it. Question 2, where would you be going if you were off to the Cherries? And indeed, it's the dog track. So cherries is the dogs. So cherry hog equals dog. And a cherry hog is a cherry stone. So number 3, if someone called you a peanut, would you be delighted, flattered, not best pleased, or outraged? I would be like you. Most of you have said not best pleased, indeed. Peanut, peanut butter equals nutter. You nutter. All right, how much would I be giving you if I offered you an apple? And an apple is £20 because that's a score and an apple core. It rhymes, doesn't have to make sense. So if I give you an apple, then you're expecting 20 quid. Number 5. I'm just looking at your answers here. So what are your scotches? And they are indeed your legs. If you think Scotch egg, then what rhymes? Legs. Yes, knees. I don't know how we came to that conclusion. But yeah, Scotch eggs is your legs. So when discussing the weather, favourite pastime, what would it mean if I said today was taters? If it was taters, it means cold. And that comes from potatoes in the mould. There you go. Number 7. What does having a bubble mean? If you're having a bubble, you're having a bubble bath, which means you're having a bit of a laugh. So most of you got that one. Yeah, well done. So the next one, what are your plates and your Gregory? And of course, you got your plates of meat and your Gregory peck. So your plates of meat, your feet, and your Gregory peck, your neck. I think everyone got that one. Oh, and the next one, well done. So Ruby Murray, indeed, was a child singing star in the 1940s. And then the next one, I'm just having a little look. I think some wishful thinking here for those getting dressed up to go out for cake. But it is indeed going out for a steak. So your suit is your whistle and flute. Your peck and rye is your tie. And you're having a steak or a Joe Blake. So well done on those. All right, let's see. Quick fire round. We've got 7 minutes. Let's see how you all did. So London was the first city to reach a population of 1 million in 1811. Yes, absolutely true. Quite staggering, really. Superstition originated London docks about a pincushion being carried by sailors, a charm against drowning. It's actually true, believe it or not. I think they believe anything for a safe landing. Oscar Wilde said, when a man is tired of London, he is tired of life. And of course, that is false because it was Dr. Samuel Johnson. The Strand was originally on the banks of the Thames. Number 4, all of you, well done, well done. Got that one right because, of course, the strand means beach. And the medieval men used to pull their boats up onto the beach. Let's have a look. So I'm just seeing what I've got. I haven't got a picture to show you. Never mind. Let me take that one off so you can see me. Hello. Didn't realise. All right. So what else we got? Question number 6. The London Underground system was the world's first. And the first line opened in 1863. And it's absolutely right. Started building it in 1862 and they used the cut and cover maneuver. So instead of making tunnels like we do now, we bore tunnels. They used to literally cut a hole, put the railway down, block the sides up and then put a roof on. It's called the cut and cover technique. Number 7, I'm so glad you all got this. Well done. And I'm sorry if you now have this song in your head. But yes, the Wombles of Wimbledon live in Wimbledon Common. And it was done by Elizabeth Berrowford. And this was probably one of the first environmentally friendly or conscious children's characters as well, these Wombles. I always thought they needed a good brush, but there you go. All right, the statue of Anteros in Piccadilly Circus is made of aluminium, and it is absolutely true. Strange. A couple of years ago, someone celebrating New Year's festivities actually climbed onto the top of him and bent him because, of course, aluminium is so soft, and so he had to disappear for a while and then get it back. So some people think it's Eros, but it's actually his twin brother Anteros. So number 9, the landmark of Big Ben. His distinctive chimes derived from Handel's I Know That My Redeemer Liveth. I am not going to sing it to you, but it is false. It was the tune that you hear was specifically composed for Big Ben and was first broadcast on radio in 1923 and on television in 1949. And then the very last one, in 1843, in 23rd of October, 14 people ate dinner at the top of Nelson's Column. I don't know how everybody knew this, but yes, indeed, it is right. It is the day literally before the statue of Nelson was put on the top. And so they were able to, Charles Robert Cockerell celebrated the installation by putting a sort of, a platform up there and having dinner with his friends. So let's see how you all did now. So you've got the answers, having a look back. So just having a look at all of your results and see who did the best this week. I've also got the results from the last previous times as well. So we have, I'll make sure I get this right. So you got 2 submissions, so we'll take your best results, shall we? Yep, okay. So we got 37, and we got a 38. We got, oh my goodness. Oh, it's really close, guys. You just don't leave much in there for it. I'm just having a look, double check, because I do know some of you're on your own. Some of you, it's a team effort, But sometimes, let's admit it, that more brains aren't necessarily a plus side. Okay, so I've got the top 3 teams here. Just double checking. Yes. All right, so in 3rd place is Just 2. Well done. That's 37 out of 50. So Sue and Brian, well done there. Well done. 38 out of 50. You see, I told you there wasn't much in it. And that is the freebies. So Rosemary and Geeta, well done. And you're not even in the same household and you still managed to coordinate and get your answers in. It's amazing. So well done on that. And which means that the winners for today with 40 out of 50 points is Team North and South. That's Margaret's team. So well done. All right, so what I have now is 6 weeks worth of top 3 teams. Now, I know not all teams have done all weeks, so what I'm going to do now is work out the average score and then work out the top performing teams out of those that you did attend. And I will be in touch very soon with a little well done present. So thank you very much for everybody, each one of you, for coming back time and time again. I'm going to miss you next week, but of course we are back offering private tours on Saturday, and hopefully if lockdown is able to lift a little bit more, we'll be able to do our treasure hunts and our guided walks, and I'll be able to see your smiling faces again very soon. So stay safe, keep well, and keep in touch as well. Don't forget to follow us on social media and that. You're going to know a lot of the questions that I put out there now anyway, so you can all look smarty pants. And for those top 3 performing teams over the last 6 weeks, I will be in touch very soon. So thank you so much for coming, guys. Good to see you all. Bye.